Hi guys, welcome back to our channel. I'm Samhar.
And I'm Rahel. And happy Cinco de Mayo. And welcome to our Cinco de Mayo episode.
So today what we're going to do is we're going to make a couple of appetizers, but most importantly we're going to start off making our drinks. I have my margarita glass here. Just going to use a little bit of lime to coat the top so I can put sugar around the rim. I know some places they use salt, but I like sugar, and so does Rahel, so we're just going to use that. Came out perfect. And just to be cute, I'm going to go ahead and cut this little, well actually you know what, I'm going to cut it now, but I'm not going to add it until later. Put this on the rim of the cup. So basically what we're going to do is we're just going to use our standard bullet, whatever kind of blender you have at home. And Rahel wanted the original mix. These are non-alcoholic. They're just about $5 at your local grocery store. I'm going to make the strawberry. And then I have ice here. I rinsed it out because I'm a psychopath. And then also here is tequila. So you can use tequila of your choice, whatever tequila you like. I have 2 shots in here. I might add more, to be continued. We'll see. So again, I'm going to go ahead and add this, and then I'm going to go ahead and add the lime or the mix, and then add the alcohol. I'm going to use a lot of ice. Wash your hands too. Okay, I washed it like 10 times. And then with this, I think I'm just going to eyeball it. Or how you can tell me when to stop. No,
that's good.
Yeah. We'll see. If we need to add more, we can always add more. Here's our 2 shots of tequila.
I'd say just go ahead and add a little bit more.
A little bit more tequila?
Why not?
Gotcha. Another shot. This is going to be funny. And then I'll add the remainder of the ice. It's about, I don't know, maybe just add your ice. Okay? Put it in a bullet in the mixer. And then I'm going to go ahead and do this off camera because it's going to be really loud. And I'll be back. Well, I don't understand why hers is not as green
really good
as it shows on the bottle. But okay. Again, I got the strawberry one, and it's took a sip of it out of the container. Actually, I know. But yeah, it's pretty good. So, like I said, all we did was just mix our non-alcoholic mixers in our. You okay? We mixed our non-alcoholic. What are these mixers into our blender, and then just add as much ice as we wanted. Add it as much tequila or your choice of tequila, and mix it. That's it. And then, like I said, we just garnished it with some lime, sugar on the rim, and we're gonna be drinking while we cook. So cheers. Okay, guys. So I made some pico de gallo. I have my red onion here, or purple onion, whatever you want to call it. With the measurements, it's just eyeball it. If you don't like onions, don't add as much. If you like it, add more. Jalapeno. I love cilantro, so we added a lot of cilantro. Some tomatoes. I just took the seeds out of the tomatoes, and then I have some limes, and then some salt. So I'm just gonna mix it together, and then that's pretty much really it. And Rahel's over here drinking. You guys just can't see her.
Yes.
Okay. Noise. Okay, so now I'm just gonna go ahead and mix everything. It's already coming together. I'm gonna go ahead and mix everything, and then, like I said, add the lime and some salt. I might add a little bit more red onion. No, actually, you know what? It looks good. Yeah, it looks fine. It's perfect. And then that's it.
We're gonna make vegan queso. And what I'm gonna go ahead and do is I've already added my olive oil. You can use whatever oil of your choice. So first thing I'm going to do is add in the onions. I'm just gonna add just a little onions. We don't need too much onions. I'll put all the measurements in the description box of the video. So now that I've added my onions, I'm gonna go ahead and let this simmer for about 5 minutes. So they get like a little golden. All right, as you can see, my onions are a little brown and golden. I'm going to go ahead and add the jalapeños. You can just add as much as you want. Again, I'll put the measurements in the description. Also, I'll add the garlic for some flavor. And now I'm gonna let that simmer for about a minute. I'm gonna go ahead and add in the milk. I'm gonna pour in just a little bit of milk. At a time, a little bit at a time. I'm gonna go ahead and add in my vegan cheese. Now this cheese is the Daiya brand vegan cheese. You can find this at pretty much any grocery store. You can definitely find it at Whole Foods or Trader Joe's. I'm gonna add in just a little bit more milk. I'm gonna wait for that cheese to melt. All right, our cheese has melted. Notice how creamy it is. Now that we've got that melted, we'll go ahead and add in just a little bit of salt. You can add in a little bit of pepper. Again, I'll add some of the measurements in the description. I'm actually gonna add in some cumin. And this is about a half teaspoon of cumin. It'll add a nice little flavor. All right. And lastly, I'm gonna add in the tomatoes. You wanna add that in last because you don't want those to be overcooked. And this is just gonna simmer.
We're gonna go ahead and make some guacamole. Pretty much really the same ingredients that we used in the Pico de Gallo. So we have the, with the exception of the avocado, obviously. So we have avocado here. I just cut up 4 in half. And actually, let me scoop up the last one. And then once we do that, we're gonna go ahead and here's our jalapeños. Just a little bit. I think that was about 1. After we add our jalapeno, we're gonna go ahead and add our onion. And that was about 1/4 of an onion. And I think we'll put more information in the description. I'm gonna add the lime last. Gonna go ahead and add, actually, you know what? I should have mashed up the avocado before, but that's okay, because we do want chunks, but I'll make it work. Here's some cilantro. Our tomatoes. This is about 2 Roma tomatoes. I took the seeds out just like I did with the Pico de Gallo. I'm just gonna go ahead and add that. Hopefully it'll come out good. I'm sure it will. And now I'm just gonna go ahead and lightly mash the ingredients together. So like I said, normally I would mash the avocado first, a little bit, not too much, because you do want some chunks. But obviously I wasn't thinking now. So I think that margarita got to me, guys. So I'm gonna go ahead and mash this up a little bit. And then add just a little bit of salt and the lime that we have here. Okay, so basically, I went on ahead and mixed everything together. Like I said, I would suggest to mash up the avocado first separately. But, I mean, this came out perfectly fine. Again, you want to leave a little bit of chunks. I have a whole lime here. I'm going to go ahead and add that and just a little bit of salt. And one other thing I was going to say is that I usually do like making both of the Pico de Gallo as well as guacamole together. Just because it has pretty much the same ingredients, except for we use white onion in the guacamole compared to the purple onion or the red onion in the Pico de Gallo, and then obviously avocado. Okay guys, so we're also gonna make nachos. I just put a little bit of heat on a, or a little bit of heat, a little bit of oil on a pan. I swear to you guys, I think my margarita is getting to me, but I heated up a pan, a little bit of oil. We're gonna use the Gardein brand. This, to me, in my opinion, is the best. Beefless, that means it's vegan, guys. No dairy, no meat. So I'm just gonna go ahead and use the whole pack. I'm gonna open that up. And then I'm gonna go ahead and throw everything in there at once. Okay. Now, what I'm going to do is, instead of using the traditional taco seasoning, I'm gonna, actually let me turn this down a little bit. I'm gonna go ahead and make my own. So I used cumin. I'll put the measurements in the description box. But I'm going to go ahead and use cumin, paprika, chili powder, garlic powder, cayenne powder, pepper, salt and pepper, and onion powder. Mix that all up in there. Okay, so like I said, this is, you know, just like taco seasoning, but kind of prefer to make my own. I'm gonna let that heat up a little bit. And again, I just have it on medium heat. Next, I'm gonna go ahead. I'm just gonna set this to the side, and then make my chips so I can assemble my nachos. Okay, so as you can see, I have my things prepared to make the chips. So this is obviously going to be for the pico de gallo, for the guacamole, and then the queso. And then also, like I said, I'm going to make nacho. So I'll show you guys that in a few minutes. But I just basically purchased the biggest bag of corn tortillas they had. You probably don't need anything this big. I just cut them in fourths and preheated my pan with oil. You can put it in the oven, but it might take a little bit longer. This literally just takes a few minutes. I'll go ahead and show you guys how to do that now. I'm just gonna drop some in. Should be pretty, yeah, should be pretty much done. So I'm gonna go ahead and add a couple more in here. And then once they're fresh out of the pan, you do want to add salt to it immediately. And then that's really it. Like I said, it literally will take just a few minutes to get this done. I have my plate here where I'm just going to go ahead and drain the excess oil. Like I said, once I take this out, I'll add the salt, and that's it. This is what it looks like after about 2 or 3 minutes. Like I said, I sprinkled some salt on there. I definitely would suggest to, I don't know, for my personal preference, I would suggest to make it rather than buying chips. That's just me. But like I said, you have the option of putting it in the oven as well. 20 minutes or so. I would just coat it with like olive oil or some type of oil that can go in the oven. And then, yeah, brush it with some oil and then salt it. Put it in the oven. I don't know what temperature, guys. Figure that out. Yeah, you just salt it afterwards. But yeah, we're just going to go ahead and make another batch. And then we'll be done. They're hot and it's so good. Rahel just tried one and she liked it, so. My second cup. Anyway, so we made the chips, right? So, what I'm gonna do is I'm just gonna go ahead and build a nacho, I was gonna say stand, a nacho thingy. So this is the ground beef with the taco seasoning. I'm just gonna sprinkle it around. It doesn't have to be perfect. Again, I mean, no measurements. You guys do what you want, okay? And then I'm gonna go ahead and add some jalapeno, because I do like it spicy. Tomatoes, just a little bit. Oh, I should have added some lettuce to that, whatever. Some vegan cheese. Usually I use the taco cheese, but this time they, actually, you know what? This is taco cheese, but this is the Daiya brand. It's a different brand. Usually I use So Delicious. Any vegan cheese will work. Sprinkle some of that on there. I'm going to go ahead and add, I'm use the same spoon. You know what? Let me go ahead and make another layer because I'm pretty hungry today. I'm sure Rahel will be eating too. Yes. So I'm just going to go ahead and layer it and layer it. And this is going to feed the both of us. So it doesn't have to be perfect. Tomatoes. And then I'm going to add cilantro at the top. And you know what? Maybe I may add some of her queso that she made earlier with it as well. As you can see, I think I made a little bit too much. It's a lot of chips.
It's a lot of chips, yeah.
You don't need that much. You make it as what you think, you know, will be sufficient for how many people will be eating with you. So I'll go ahead and build that up, and that's it. Oh, I'm gonna add sour cream. Sorry, I'll add the sour cream. I'll top that off with sour cream and cilantro. And this is vegan sour cream. Okay, everything that we're using today is vegan and always will be vegan. Okay. Okay, so now we're finally finished. So we have our pico de gallo here, our guacamole. Hope you guys can see it. And then Rahel's queso, and of course our nachos. I think I'm gonna add some sauce to this just to make it a little. Or you know what? I'm gonna add some of the queso to that.
That's
Maybe
gonna be
good.
really good.
Yeah, that or
good
sauce
idea.
or something, right?
Yeah.
I don't know. We'll see. Whatever you guys want to do with it, and of course our chips. So hope you guys enjoyed the video, and yeah.
Please like, subscribe, and leave your comments below. Let us know if there's a video, a recipe that you guys would like us to try, and we'll definitely make a video on it. Thanks for watching. Bye-bye.
Bye, guys.